Hey y'all, it's your favorite loctician, and you know I'm back with another video. So this video is going to be of me doing a Wick retwist. It's a little different than your normal retwist, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how it's done. So of course, you know, I had to get a little video of myself looking cute. Look at him creeping on me in the background. So y'all, this is my boy Phil, and Phil came in because he wants me to do his wigs, and of course he knows that I hate doing wigs, but of course, you know, for my people, I got you. So what I'm doing, I was just analyzing his hair after I shampooed and making sure, you know, where I knew where my new growth was, and make sure it wasn't nothing on the scalp or nothing like that. So I'm just gonna start by parting his hair to kind of define his parts. You know, a lot of people, when they grow wigs, they wanted to have some sort of parting to it. Sometimes people just let their stuff freeform, and that's cool too. But as for me, I'ma turn up. But no, yeah, so he wanted his parts to be defined. He actually gets his hair done quite often. He actually wanted the rubber band method, so that's the method I'm going to be showing you on him. And I'll use a little bit of the crochet tool as well. So now here, I'm just gonna speed it up. I'm actually using the lock-in gel on his hair. Some people use products, some people don't. It just depends on your preference and also your client's preference. We wanted something to, you know, kind of hold and preserve his hair a little bit, something that doesn't have any flaking. So I went ahead and used the lock-in gel like I was doing just, you know, your regular old locks. So I'm smoothing it all around, and yes, it does take a lot of product to do wigs, especially when it's been a very long time since they've had their hair done. So when I smooth it over, I take a little rubber band, and I do use the little black rubber bands, and I'm using a comb right here, but later on I will switch to a brush just on his more coarse parts. So what I did right here, I kind of twisted it up just a little bit, and then I threw the rubber band on it. Now Phil's hair is long as hell, okay? So his hair goes to like the back of his knees, if not a little longer. And so when you see me pulling that hair through that rubber band and it's taking a long time to come through, that's why. I wrap the rubber band around a couple of times. Sometimes, depending on the thickness of the lock, I might do 2 rubber bands just for extra hold, you know, extra security. And that's what it's gonna look like once you get the rubber band on. So now I'm just picking out the hair, and I kind of locksmithed it just a little bit, and I'm gonna take the crochet tool to it to get those loose hairs into the wig. So I use the 2-prong crochet tool right here, and that's what I'm doing, just crocheting it to get those loose hairs that I was pulling out that you saw into the wig. Be careful whenever you're doing this, because it is easy to poke yourself, and just the word to the wise, that shit does hurt. So if you do have a thimble that you can use, that's cool, but me, I don't. So this was the almost finished product. I was just doing the last one, and you know, this is pretty self-explanatory. I didn't, in this particular part of the video, I didn't do all of the crocheting. So in the next part, you'll see that it already crocheted, because after I filmed this part, that's what I did it. And then you can see I was using the brush on his and his thicker, more coarse parts. All right, so that is the finished thing after I rubber banded, crocheted, and all that. So now, of course, you got to use your Nairobi foam wrap or any type of foam wrap. A lot of body works too, and that's just going to get those flyaways. And also, the foam wrap does add a little shine and very slight moisture. Take your hand dryer. It don't take but maybe a minute and a half or two to dry all that foam wrap up, and you see how much shinier and healthy looking it's getting to be. Boy, them wicks look good. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. When I say Phil made me work, y'all, he made me work. But it only took me about 2 hours with the whole process. So that's shampoo, dry, and the retwisting part, and this part as well. So he had this little oil that I really don't like because it's heavy, but it's some hair food, and he wanted me to put it on the scalp. So child, I went ahead and put it on. But word to the wise, you don't want to use an oil that's too heavy or too light. You need one that's just enough. And of course he's talking shit, if y'all can't tell. All right, and this is our finished product. All 9 wicks perfectly in the rubber bands, looking good, crocheted. So y'all just let me know if this helps you or not. Like, share, comment, and DM me if you need help.